Hi friends, it's Sunny. So we're going to look at a little quick step today. A quarter turn to right followed by a progressive chasse. So I like to call this the basic because that's way too long of words to say while someone's dancing. By the time I finish quarter turn to right followed by progressive, so it just takes too long to say. The words are already done. So I'll call it basic. Um, and it's usually the first patterns that we learn when we learn a quick step. It's pretty simple compared to open quick step, but it can look really beautiful and feel nice if you implement a little bit of good technique. So let's get started. First, I'll cover the man's part in the first part of the video. Second half of the video, I'll cover the ladies' part. We'll do footwork and then some tips and tricks to help this look and feel better for you. Okay, so I'll start with the man's part. And I like to start out, if I'm social dancing, with this figure just to make sure that the lady even knows a quick step. If she doesn't follow this well, I'm not going to throw any fancy stuff at her, but I'll up the ante as I go down the floor if she's following things light and easy. So, man's footwork. Be forward with the right heel. I'll demonstrate this going down line of dance this way. So this is my outside wall. Okay? So I'm going to go forward on the right foot. Now I'll do a chasse. Side, together, side. Now I'm going to follow this with the progressive chasse. Back with the right foot. Side, close, side. And it repeats. Forward, side, close, side. Back, side, close, side. Okay, I'm going to show that from another angle now. I'm heading down line of dance this way. So this is my outside wall, okay? Heel, toe, 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 toe. And it repeats. Now I'll go down line of dance this way so you can see from another angle. Forward with the right heel with turn out. Forward. Turn in, side, together, feet are parallel, and side. Side. And my foot's turned in, my left foot's turned in. Now, the second half, that progressive chasse, I'm going to turn in. Or I'm going to turn in using the outside edge of my foot. Side, together, side. And that repeats. In fact, you can do that one after another after another. Now I'm going to go down line of dance this way. Forward. Side, close, side, back, side, close, forward. Repeat. And now I'm going to dance it in a little circle so you can see now that would go around the room if we were on a little itty bitty dance floor. Forward, side, close, side, back. On the right side, close, side. Forward on the right, side, close, side. Back on the right, side, close, side. Forward on the right, side, close, side. Back on the right, side, close, side. Forward, side, close, side, etc. You can do that around a circle. Obviously it works better on a larger floor, but I'm just doing a little teeny floor to not dance 5 miles away from you in this huge ballroom so you can see me clearly in the video. Okay, let's talk about, so we've talked about the inside and outside of foot. I'll go over that in detail a little closer. So when I step forward on the right foot, I'm going to turn out. Another way to think of it is I'm taking heel and I'm going to roll through the outside edge of the foot instead of the inside edge. So I'm turning her to the wall. This is a quarter turn to right. I'm turning a quarter of a turn to my right. Side, close, and I'm going to finish side slightly forward around her. Okay? So my left foot is backing dag center. Second half of this is the progressive chasse. When I step back, I'm going to track the feet, so I don't want to go back. This is a very common mistake. I don't want to go in a straight line. I'm going to curve it. So I'm going to track the feet together. I'll show that. Zoom in on the feet for a second. Track them together. Now I'm connecting with the outside edge of my back foot, not the inside edge. Outside edge. And then I roll through the foot. Okay? Now she's going to get around me. Okay, I'll show that again. And I think this is best angle to show this. So this is my girl, okay? She's here. I'm dancing around her. I get out of her way. She goes around me. A common mistake I see is that men dance is very linear and they keep the girl just dead ahead of her. This is extremely hard to follow. Someone needs to be in front and behind so she can feel your lead. Okay, I'm going to show that from another angle. Okay, I'm heading down line of dance this way this time. So this is my outside wall. I just want you to see from another angle. So here's my girl. I go around her. She goes around me. Okay? It's similar to thinking about like a slot if you dance West Coast swing. So we're going to, on the progressive chasse, when you're going back on the right foot, you're going to get out of her way and clear a track for her. We do want maximum flight, but I don't want to go so far that I'm taking a straight leg and then I turn. I have to do all of my turn on that right foot. Whether I'm going forward or backward doesn't matter. I'll show that again. This time I'll come down line of dance at you. So what I do want to do is turn my foot out as much as possible. Bad, good. And then the body follows. Same thing here. I'm going to turn my foot in, as much as possible, and then the body follows. That'll be much easier for her to follow. I know when you're reading the ISTD book, you might be thinking left side lead, right side lead, but if you do that generated from your waist, or even worse, your arms, it's very rough on your leg. It does not feel good to her at all. A much more intuitive lead that she can feel is actually leading it by placing the feet correctly. So when I step forward with that turn out, it's naturally going to give me a left side lead. She'll follow that. If I go forward and give a left side lead, not only does it not look very aesthetically pleasing, very difficult for her to follow. So make sure to turn that foot in and out as much as you can. Another easy fix for the lead, make sure not to peek at your girl. Super common mistake I see, especially in social dancing, is she's here and you're looking at her. And you're looking at her. That's going to give you a rightward sway the entire time, which is wrong. And number two, it's not telegraphing to her or the other leads in the room where you're going. So pretend you're the driver. Last time I checked, you're the one leading. So if I were dancing this way, even though my feet are going towards the wall, I'm looking out here. My head's telegraphing where I'm going to go. I don't want to look completely down line because that would indicate we're going to promenade, which you can't do in syllabus in Quickstep. But I definitely want to look outside of my hand. I'll show that from a better angle. Here's my hand position. I want to look outside of the hand and down line, not inside of the hand, and certainly not at my girl. If you're driving a car, you don't want to stare at your passenger, but looking out the windshield. Okay? Finally, there's never going to be a straight leg action in here. Arguably, it's the straightest when you're going forward on that toe flat heel here, but I go through a bent knee, especially in the chasse. I see too much rise, up and down. And is there rise and fall in the chasse? Absolutely, but it's because the feet close. You're naturally going to rise up. So I show this from the side. When I pass the feet or close the feet, I'm going to rise. If I go take a big step, I'm going to fall, even without trying to rise and fall. So if anything, think about falling the whole time. It's going to make the dancing softer, more graceful, easier to follow, less choppy looking. So I'll show that, and I'll head down line of dance this way. Super bent legs, bend them all the time. So heel, toe, toe, bend, unbend. When I close the feet in the chasse, if I show from the side, I'm still bent. I'm not up here. Think about a soccer goalie. Do they stand like this? No. they're down here. This is way more balanced for you, so that'll be a better lead. Okay, next up, let's talk about ladies. Firstly, ladies, I'll show you your footwork. You're gonna start back on the toe. So I'm back on the left foot. Do a chasse, side, close, forward. Now I'm gonna go forward on the left foot. Forward on the left, side, close, side. So all of your forwards and backs are on the left foot. I'll show that from this angle. Heading down line of dance this way. Toe, 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 heel, toe, toe, toe. Okay, now I'm going to show down line of dance this way. Outside edge of foot, so not inside edge. Outside edge, another way to think of that is turn in the foot and roll through the foot. Toe, 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 heel, toe, toe, toe. So both of us in that basic only have one heel in there, and it's when we go forward. For man, forward on the right foot. For lady, when I say go forward on the left foot. Ladies, when you go forward on that heel, try to slide on the heel. I know this is hard to do in high heels. So toe flat, heel, as opposed to heel. We don't lift the feet unless we're doing tango, so sliding the feet. You're gonna be going pretty fast at 52 measures a minute in quick steps. So you're gonna be tempted to just step it, but that's gonna look really choppy on the top line. So when you're dancing this, always say slide, 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 okay? Ladies, another helpful hint here, we're gonna keep our knees low like the lead. We're also gonna work really hard at keeping our head left of our butt. So I'm gonna show that going down line of dance this way so you can see me from the front. So this is my outside walk. I'm gonna start with my right turn and keep the head left, 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 left. Show that again. So this would be okay, how I usually see people dance. Head is slightly left, so it's just on my left butt cheek. Not quite good enough. Here. My head is left. If I had a really long earring, it wouldn't hit my hip at all. Even in the middle of the chasse, my head is still left of my butt. It's not on the butt. Left. Same thing when I go forward. I find this one to be a little easier. Forward, side, close, back. And ladies, I like to pretend like I'm holding a big fruit basket or something in my left arm. The more bent your knees are, the prettier your shape's gonna be, but you're gonna wanna airplane it. That's very heavy in your partner's arm. So think about trying to maintain parallel shoulders. And you can do this at home in front of a mirror. That's a little bit helpful rather than here, bending from the waist. I'm always thinking about lifting my left side longer. And then the bigger your shape, the lower you are, the more you're gonna have to lift that side up long the whole time, okay? Let me try to line it this way. So here's my lead. I don't want to stay dead in front of him. I want to curve it. This is a curving figure. So this is a turn to the right. Okay, my progressive chasse turns to the left. Here it goes. Turn. And I turn. So I'm going to do most of my rotation on that slow, or when I'm going forward or back on that left toe or heel. Make sure when you step forward outside of partner, and I'll talk about inside and outside of partner next. When you start out the dance, and you start with that quarter turn to right, that first step will be inside through your legs. Here. But the rest, for the rest of the routine, will initiate outside of partner. So you're dancing along, here comes another one, you'll go outside. So I want to invite him by tracking my legs and turning my left hip to him on that. So that if you're doing this for a walk-up, this is not so important. You can just square up to him. But for the rest of your dancing, with social dance, competition say, here what happens. Here it comes. I'm going to invite him so he can easily feel my center by putting this left hip forward to him. And I don't want to step wide back. I want to step small. You see how there's no space in my legs? So you can feel where you are. Generally, we are more slim and shorter than him, so he has a hard time feeling where you are. And if the leads are always jacking around with their right arm, it means your tracking might be a little bit off with your legs. I'll show that one down line dance this way. So we'll pretend we're in the middle of the routine. We'll do that quarter turn right. So here, I have tight knees. And I'm putting my left hip to him. And now I'm going to dance shorter. And now I'm going to dance longer. Okay? So I'll show that again. I'm doing both of those things. So keeping that tight leg, dancing shorter, then dancing longer is going to be much easier for him to feel where you are. So, in the left hip, dance this chasse short, and now the progressive chasse, I'm going to dance it long. Long. This one is short. This one is long when I go forward. This one is short, feet into the left hip. This one is long. Okay, so that's Quickstep, your basic in a nutshell. I hope that helps. These little principles will make it better looking and hopefully better feeling for you. If you have any questions, post them in the comments. Make sure to press the like button and subscribe to the channel if you liked the video today. And feel free to ask questions. I'm always happy to post another video for you. Thanks for joining me. Have an awesome day, guys. Happy quick stepping. Bye-bye.